Welcome back to the podcast. I don't know why I said it like that. With me, I got my partner, Yami Steven.
What is up, the people of YouTube? I'm back here with my bro Joe to spread some humor and wonderful stories to your ear holes.
So recently, we all went to OhioCon 2019.
Yes. And I have
Would
to.
you like to explain what OhioCon is?
Yes, I would. OhioCon is pretty much one of those anime conventions where everyone can gather around at the convention center and just dress up as your favorite anime character, or just really like any particular character from any show or TV or movie or even a video game if you've ever played it or seen it, and just walk around, have fun, interact with everybody, and have that kind of fun experience.
So we had a great time, and unfortunately on that day, we made the mistake of starting the, no, we went to the convention on the freaking snowstorm in Ohio.
Yeah, the snowstorm was kind of a damper on things, but we still got to go. We all made it home safely, and we had a load of fun, so that was the best part.
Now, I just want you to know that I probably lost 20 pounds just as walking around.
Yeah, I kind of felt like it, because that was a lot of walking.
There was a part where you took off your book bag for the first time and your whole back was sweaty and you were wearing a black t-shirt, so it all just soaked through.
I know, like, that's the bad part about wearing black, and you're, like, sweating like crazy. You'll see, like, everything.
But it was all, that was so gross.
And debatable, but yeah, it was kind of disgusting. A little bit.
I mean, I was sweaty, but I'm a forehead kind of sweater in an armpit. I don't usually, my back never sweats at all. But that was just funny.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, all the cosplays were really great this year, by the way.
Yeah, there were a lot of really good cosplayers. I was very impressed by it.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of great ones. There
I
was
will-
a lot of.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You go, you go.
Well, really, I lost my train of thought what I was going to say, so.
I don't remember what it was. There was a lot of cool looking cosplays. There was actually something I wanted to say.
Hmm.
Well, you know, let's do a run through of what happened at
Okay.
the convention. Because so what happened? We got there. We were looking for tickets, not tickets, but the pass.
Yeah, we got there, we were looking for the pass. It took us forever. It took us a little bit to sit there and find it, but eventually we did find it.
Eventually.
Eventually.
So we got the pass. What did we do? What did we do first? I don't remember. I think we went into the giant auditorium first, didn't we?
Uh,
Well, that was one of the first major locations we found. We went into the auditorium, literally walked around for like 5 minutes. Then we were like, okay, let's look for something else. And then we decided to look around, and then the second thing we came across was the gaming section.
oh yeah,
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little-
Everybody was playing Overwatch and League of Legends,
Yep.
and the arcade room was really nice.
And like since I didn't go into those kind of rooms last year, if they had them at MatsuriCon, like it was really interesting to see all that go down. So
That arcade game that we played was really hard. Yeah, sure.
yeah, that one looked pretty difficult, I have to say.
Oh my god. That's part of the vlog too. It was so hard to play. Oh my gosh. My vlog video is at 100 views already.
I know, I saw that. I'm
And-
like, dang, Joe, you're doing an awesome job with that.
Yeah, Steven told me to do a thumbnail it with my looking face, and yeah, it's getting some views.
Hey, I'm happy because my one video I posted got about like 26 views on it or something like that. So
Yeah.
can't really complain.
What else? Everything the light touches.
Is
What
the- Yeah, like everything the light touches is the nerd's kingdom.
What's that shadowy stuff?
Oh, that's the weep section. We don't talk about that shit. It's full of pedophiles.
That's when I made the face.
You're now the now famous for the phone face.
I know, so every time you get a phone call, you're gonna see that. Like, ooh, face.
Honestly, I get a laugh out of it every time I see it.
I haven't called you yet, but
One of these days you will.
so
There you go.
what happened? We went and we walked around, found the gaming section, and then was it at that point we wanted to look for drinks?
We found the gaming.
Yeah.
No, we found the gaming section. I think at that point we went down to the vendor, like back down to the vendors for a little bit. And we looked at all that stuff. That's when you found your sword, I think, the first time. Well, no, second time we walked in there.
Well, before we found the sword, here's what fucking happened. We walked around for 30 minutes looking for drinks. Jacob is leading us in all these weird directions and hallways. I'm getting frustrated because to be honest, Jacob was kind of pissing me off at the time. A little bit. Not like pissing me off, because he didn't want to stay and look.
Yeah.
Like when we went to the auditorium. I wanted to walk up to the stands and look at everything they were selling. Every single time I did, y'all wandered off, and we were about to get lost. Like on a couple occasions, I'm like, just together, because one, I don't have Jacob's phone number, so I couldn't call him if we got lost. And two, like, we're in a place where you can buy things. You should stay there and look instead of just going through the halls and be like, okay, we look. No.
Yeah.
That's why I kept on looking at the Blu-rays.
Like, yeah, that's kind of the whole point of going to an anime convention a little bit, is just to look at what they have to offer, because there is some stuff that is very nice to buy.
I mean, he didn't piss me off at all. He's a real kid. It's just it just bugged me. I'm like, come on, stop. Get into something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Blu-rays were pretty expensive. There were a couple that I didn't have that I wish I had, but I didn't bring enough money, to be honest. It's very pricey there.
Yeah, to be honest, when you ever go to an anime convention or just anything, like the food prices and like every like item you could buy there, like collectibles and stuff, is like outrageously priced. Like you could look on Amazon or anywhere else and find it for a cheaper price, realistically.
Do not buy food there. Do not buy food at OhioCon. Specifically Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because that pissed you off so much.
Should we tell the audience what happened?
If you want to sit there and remember those minutes ago, go for it.
Well, I'm going to do it because it infuriates me. A Chick-fil-A sandwich from, obviously Chick-fil-A is probably like around $2 to $3, right? Just an average sandwich with pickles. So, Jacob says over and over while we're walking around, hey, let's get Chick-fil-A. Because ever since we found the auditorium with all the buying stuff, he's like, hey, let's get Chick-fil-A for food. We're like, okay, we're not hungry yet. So we walk around, 30 minutes later, we finally get drinks. Took us an hour to find the auditorium again, right? That's when we started looking around. So I bought my sword, my katana sword. I bought my sword first, and then Jacob bought his. And okay, we're getting hungry, let's get food. Jacob keeps saying, there's Chick-fil-A. I'm like, okay, let's get Chick-fil-A. There's a lady up there alone, not alone, but the line is very awkwardly short. I'm like, why is that? Did you notice that? The line was very short.
Yeah, I did notice that. It was kind of weird, but I didn't really
so
think
the line was very short. And, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're good.
So the line was very short, and why is the line short? So we wait in line. Jacob decides to walk off and go talk to the stormtroopers that are across the room. We're like, okay, well, me and Steven are just going to eat them, and he'll catch up and wait in line. So we finally get up, and I looked on the board. Everything is fucking overpriced. $8 for a fucking classic Chick-fil-A sandwich. 8 fucking hard-earned dollars. That is a 10% of what I make in my paycheck. Fucking ridiculous. And so I'm looking on the board, and did you say that there was a sign for cookies in the brownie or whatever it was?
Yeah, now see, yeah, I'm gonna explain this one part, because literally what Joe was not aware of at the time is that there was a sign to the right that explains like all the prices and all that good stuff, and the lady told him like, hey, like when he bought the sandwich, like, would you like a cookie for that? And there was a sign that said like, hey, our cookies are $2. Well, he thought that was part of the combo meal. He's like, yeah, I'll take that too. So, you know, it was like $10, which he was not aware of at the first time.
Yeah, so I looked at the sign. I didn't, what he said, I wasn't aware of the fucking bundle that was going on. Chick-fil-A sandwich and a cookie or brownie or whatever the fuck it was. And instead of saying $8, she goes, $10. I'm like, for a fucking sandwich? But then before that, she goes, cookie or brownie. And I was like, cookie. And I thought chicken sandwich and a cookie was $8, man. 10. I didn't know a fucking cookie was $2 damn.
Well, to be fair though, if you were kind of sitting there questioning it at first, why didn't you say something?
Because I was already in. I already made a decision.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you'd be like, hey, why is this like
I'm not
10?
gonna be like, she already rung it up on the register. I'm not gonna be an asshole and be like, oh, this is overpriced, never mind.
Well, I know, but still, like, the whole process of, hey, like, this is a certain amount of money, why is it like that? Or, you know, I'm not judging you, I'm just wondering, like, you know.
I know, it didn't hit me because we were tired, we were thirsty, we were hungry, I just wanted food. And that's how they get you, because they know that people are going to be hungry and thirsty, so they up-price everything.
Pretty much.
The only place that had prices the same was Subway.
In a Subway, I really wanted to eat Subway. The only reason I chose not to eat Subway was because everybody seemed like they wanted Chick-fil-A, so I'm like, okay, fine.
I blame Jacob. He kept saying Chick-fil-A. I'm like, fine, we're gonna get fucking Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, like, that's the whole reason why I went. No, don't blame Jacob entirely.
I just went with it because he kept fucking saying Chick-fil-A, so I was like, okay, Chick-fil-A. And here's the worst part. He never got fucking Chick-fil-A. He decides to walk back up, sit with us, and then we walk around, and then he decides to get Subway, and that was when we got split up, because you were talking with some friends. Jacob's following me, we're finding the cafe, and when we found it, he gets Subway, and I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes by myself, defending your guys' chairs.
Now, I will admit, I'm a little sorry because, you know, I didn't mean to.
Well, it wasn't you, because... Well, yeah, it wasn't your fault, because I tried to call you twice, but then Jacob and you turn around the corner. I'm like, what took you so long? And he's like, oh, we found a Spider-Man guy I wanted to talk to. I'm like, are you serious?
Well, at one point I did find Jacob, like, 'cause he was standing right at the Subway line, so I'm like, I don't even know where Joe is. I can't get a hold of him, so let's just wait for Jake and I'll follow him back.
I'm getting a phone call real quick. I'm gonna go mute.
Okay.
So let's talk about something else.
But yeah, and the whole process of the day, when we finally did all get back together, you know, we're sitting there just having some lunch, we're waiting on everybody, and then we saw this when we first walked in. We're just exploring at first. There was this room where you could fight people, like just bash people with little foam weapons, and the little ladies just there like, do you like to sit there and beat people up for free? And at first that attracted my attention because I'm like, yeah, like it sounds like fun. Why not beat up some people for free? I mean, why not? But you know, we went to that later after we got Jake finished eating and doing his thing. So yeah, when we later went back to that, you know, Jake and I participated. Joe didn't want to participate just for his own reasons. But you actually had to sign a little waiver to get in there in case for some reason you did get injured. I hesitated a bit, but I did sign it because I'm like, oh boy, did not want to participate in this if I was going to get injured. I thought the weapons were gonna be like nice little plushy things, and that wasn't entirely the case. I mean, there's like foam, but it was like a harder foam, you know, not like a little plushy thing. So yeah, yeah, Jake and I went in, you know, sitting there fighting, like literally it's almost like people on one side, people on the other side, you know, it's like a team battle thing. And yeah. And I tell you, getting hit by those weapons, those are no joke. I mean, whew, that... yeah, I tell you, getting hit by those things is no joke. Because I literally got whacked in the back twice by people, and that, like, I'm not gonna lie, it did hurt a little bit. Like, it was like, ooh, searing pain, damn it. But, you know, I still tried my best to pull through. But after two of them and two whacks in the back, and I realized, like, I wasn't mentally into it. Like, I literally could not mentally get into the groove. I did not have like that rush of adrenaline to start whacking people, so I just kind of more or less stayed to the back. That's why if you saw Jedi Doomless vlog, you just see me standing there a lot of the time. I literally had no urge to go rush in there and start getting whacked a lot of the time. So yeah, eventually after that...
No, keep going.
Oh, sorry. I was just explaining like the whole fighting room that we found later on.
Yeah, you guys wanted to do the fight room. To be honest, I didn't want to do it because I was already hot and tired. Yeah, I didn't want to do it. But next time we go, I will do it, I promise.
Yeah, like, that's the bad thing. Like, yeah, I was a little hot and I was a little tired, but I still want to at least try it. The only bad thing is, like, usually a lot of people have, like, a surge of adrenaline or something that pushes them forward. I literally had none of that, so the entire time I'm just standing there against the wall or, like, barely moving. It's just, like, I don't have an urge to go whack somebody with this damn thing. So I'm like, ugh.
I didn't want to make fun of you. You were like, get a good video. I'm like, how can I get a good video when you're not doing anything?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, this is not making for a good video right now. It really isn't.
I just ended up recording Jacob and the rest of everybody. I got you and whenever you moved around, but that's about it.
Yeah, I feel kind of ashamed of that one, but it's just, there was no real motivation to go whack somebody, really, and I was kind of ashamed by that.
My question is, how big is the shield? Or how heavy it is, my bad. I already remember the shield.
Well, actually, none of those weapons were actually very heavy to carry. Like, they were kind of, like, lightweight. I mean, they had some weight to them, but not, like, extremely heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm glad you and Jacob did it, to be honest, because I was too exhausted for that. Because I forgot I went to work the day before, and waking up at the butt crack of dawn and trying, without sleeping in, just kicked my ass.
Yeah, that's why the day when, you know, I said, like, hey, I'm going to get up at, like, 9 o'clock, that way we can leave by 11, I slept till 10, and we didn't start leaving till, like, we left at about 11:30, I think, but still, we had a couple pit stops.
Legitimately, when I called you, that is exactly when I woke up.
Yeah, literally, when you called me the first time, you literally woke me up to start getting ready, so...
Well, I set my alarm. What time were we leaving? What time was the plan? 11?
Yeah, the plan was to leave at 11.
Yeah, I set my time for 9:59 so that I could be up and showered and ready and shit for when you pick me up, because that's what you told me all the time.
I know.
So tired.
I know. I was so tired from last night because literally I couldn't sleep worth anything. So yeah, it was...
yeah, sleeping after working sucks.
Mm-hmm. That's why on days like I have something planned, I really won't stay late because I'm like, I gotta get up to go do these plans. So yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible. But next time we go, I'll be... To me, this was a practice run because I didn't know what to expect, what was there, blah blah blah. Lesson learned. I'm not fucking buying Chick-fil-A at that place ever again. And this time, since we're allowed to bring book bags, we're bringing a fucking cooler.
We'll try to bring a cooler. I can't really promise that one.
I think I have a spare one at home, but I'm just saying for future references, if we're bringing a cooler, because let's carry some freaking water. I don't want to drinking pot. I know that was a bad call, but I didn't want to pay. It's stupid. I hate shopping at conventions.
You see,
I'm like, I don't want to pay for water, but I'm thirsty, so I'll buy a pop.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, literally, I brought some water because I knew what to expect to a certain degree. That's why I shared some of my water with you. But yeah, next time we need to bring like, huh?
You were funny. You're like, I'm not drinking after you. I'm like, come on.
I'm sorry. I just have a habit about like not drinking after certain, well, just people outside of my family.
We are men, and I've known you for a while. It's fine.
Yeah, you say that, and then the next morning I wake up and my teeth is all bloody. I'm like, Joe, what'd you do to me?
You wake up with like bloody teeth. What did you?
Damn it! Ow!
Your gums are all swollen. You got pimples on your lips.
Like, Joe,
What happened? What's in your mouth? What do you mean? Look at me. But you only took a swig.
Yeah, you didn't brush your teeth, asshole. That's why you shouldn't. That's why you shouldn't do oral and not brush your teeth.
This is why you brush your teeth with oral. I can't fucking say it. Oral B or whatever it's called.
This is why you brush your teeth after you do oral.
Or before.
Or before.
Man. Oh, so here's my first story of the day.
Wait. Oh no, wait.
So
I
about
thought.
that.
Never mind.
So
I thought we
about
had
that sword. About the sword.
Yeah.
Remember when, at the last minute, Jacob wanted to Naruto run with the cosplayer, and I dropped my sword?
Yep.
Yeah. My sword broke.
Are you serious? You broke it already?
No, the sword broke when he made me drop it. Because he asked me to hold his sword, remember? When he did, I lost grip of mine, and it slipped out of my hand, so I didn't find out till 2 days later because I decided to open it back up and mess around with it and look at it. Not the blade, but the metal piece above the guard chipped. So the whole blade is wiggly as shit. And it slides out when you swing, which would be dangerous because if I was to full on swing the sword, the whole blade would fly out of my hand and fucking kill somebody.
Damn.
So yeah, the whole blade was wiggly.
That's
knowing that yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, knowing that I paid the sword myself for $49, I made a decision. I don't know how to repair katanas or swords, and I don't want to take it to a blacksmith. So I am letting the best friend I've known since 5th grade, like my actual best friend. I mean, not saying you're mine, but you know, the person I've known longer.
I was about to
He
say,
is
like,
currently.
I'm a little offended. Like, oh, like, okay, like.
Shut up. I haven't known you since 5th grade.
Oh, but you know you're one of my best friends. Calm down.
Yes, I know. You're my second best friend.
I can live with that.
Anyway, I let him borrow the sword to see if he could fix it, and if he can't fix it, I'm legitimately probably gonna sell it to him.
Oh damn, that sucks.
He said, I will buy the sword from you because he knows that me looking at it pisses me off because of how broken it is. He says if he gets it fixed, he'll buy it from me at full price, so I'll get my $49 back. But if he can't fix it, then when he gets money, he'll give it to me for half selling price, which would be $25. Because buying and selling, that's the rule. Selling is always half.
Yeah.
So I'm legitimately selling my stupid sword to my best friend.
Well, it kind of sucks that literally the sword you were so happy about the day Ohio Con now, you're probably gonna have to sell it, which I understand, but kind of sucks.
I mean, it's great for a decorative piece, but once it got chipped and broken, wiggly and all this other stuff, that's all it is just a decorating piece to hang on your wall. I can't sharpen it because if I try to swing it, it's gonna fall out of the handle, and
Hurt
so I
somebody.
made a decision. Yeah, I made a decision. I sold it.
Yeah, maybe when we go to Matsuri Con in August, maybe they might have more swords. You could buy another one.
Remind me to actually look at the swords before I buy one,
Yeah, good idea.
because after it breaking and me re-looking at the sword, I kind of don't like the one I picked.
Now, why do you say that?
Pink sheath, and as much as the blade and the thing itself was great, there was a lot of other issues the sword was having too.
Like what?
When you pull out the sword, there's a little safety round thing where the guard goes. That fell off. The end of the sheath fell off, and the tip of the handle fell off. The sword I picked was not acceptable for $50.
Yeah, no, that sort of sounds like a piece of shit, honestly. And that's putting it nicely.
That's why I'm about to ask you, like, double check your sword to make sure it's actually qualified. Like, wiggle your blade around. Oh, that sounds so fun.
Wiggle that blade
Just
around.
wiggle it a little bit and see if it's loose.
Well, see, like, here's one of the things, like, when I was looking at my sword, I was questioning a little bit, because, you know, I kind of flicked the blade a little bit.
You flipped it.
No, like, flick, like, you might, like, flick something, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I was flicking the blade a little bit, and I'm sitting here debating, I'm like, this does not feel like real, just to me. It sounds like, feel like some really, like, interesting plastic or something.
Now, they are real swords, don't get me wrong. It's just that you have to sharpen them yourselves, but the way they made them, they didn't make them good. Like, I don't, like... The sheath was made out of real bamboo wood and all this other stuff, but when they try to glue on the pieces and put it together, they just didn't put it on right. So, like, I could get some Gorilla Glue and that would stay on for a couple dozen years. It's just, the sword was falling apart. I got pissed off. I didn't want to look at it anymore, so I just sold it to my friend. And then he was like, I don't know how I'm going to explain to my family every time they walk into my room. Why the fuck do you got a sword? Oh, it's a, you know, it's a deactivated.
It's a decorative piece for when the world gets taken over and I need to defend myself.
Right.
No, like,
Yeah,
no. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. You go.
I would say that'd be a great, like when if the zombie apocalypse ever happens, I just whip out my sword like I'm ready. Like I am so ready.
I really like the one you got though, because you got the one from Bleach, and it's really, really nice.
Yeah, literally that night I caught home, I'm sitting there like, it came back into my mind. I'm like, wait, like they said that this sword was from Bleach, but I don't even know. Well, I know what Bleach is. Like I've never seen it fully, but I at least know when somebody says like the anime. So I literally looked up the sword online. Like maybe I can see what episode this comes from, or at least what character wields it. You know what I'm saying?
This is the main character that wields it, Ichigo. I just don't. Hold on, I'm gonna Google this real quick. So yeah, I should have bought the Sasuke one from Naruto. There was a nice looking Sasuke on the top right that I didn't see. I wish I could walk up and be like, hey, I know I just bought a sword, but can I get this one instead and give you back this one? It's all the same price on the same shelf, right?
Like if it's the same price, like can we just swap? Like you know, it's the same thing. Nobody's losing out on anything.
I know.
I still found it weird how literally your guys' like was wrapped around in a like little trash bag, and mine was actually put in the box.
Something tells me that's the way it was stored in the back, because you noticed how yours got pulled out from a box, mine was off the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was off the shelf. They didn't have a box for mine. Yours was... They had... Remember when he said mine was the last copy?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
My last copy was the one on the shelf. They had extra copies of yours in the background, that's why. That's why yours was boxed. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I'm not complaining. Like, I like my sword. It's pretty nice. I enjoy it.
So yeah, that's my story.
Well,
I
I'm
had
sorry.
another story, but I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're gonna have to sell your sword. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's fine. It honestly doesn't bug me because it just pisses me off.
It just pisses
All in
me
all,
off.
all in all, we had a good time.
And all in all, we had a really awesome time. Personally, I would love to go back here in August, definitely.
What day does it fall on in August?
The 24th through the 26th, so most likely a Saturday.
I'm trying to look up Ichigo's sword.
If you can find that, like, send me a picture or something, that'd be great.
Zangetsu?
I think. I know I've heard that. I think that's like a Kill La Kill thing.
Zangetsu, that's what it's called. Zangetsu. Zangetsu, and it turns into a bonfire whenever he transforms it and shit. That's why. Okay. Yeah. I knew it started with a Z, because the guy straight up said it. It just slipped my mind. So, your sword is called Zangetsu.
Ah.
It literally means slaying moon in Japanese.
I got me one badass sword right there.
Yes, you do. Just don't let it break.
Yeah, right now I've got it set up in my closet right now. So.
Yeah.
Like
Alright.
hang on one second. It's like, where do you store your almighty... Okay, apparently the person I was carrying just got lost connection. Anyway, it's like, where do you store your almighty blade? Oh, it's in my closet.
What an unworthy place. So, did your parents say anything when you got home with the sword?
Oh, my dad had some words. I don't say words, but the second I got downstairs and he saw the sword, he's like, why would you buy that?
To be honest, my dad kind of said the same thing. He said, buying a sword is something you should do when you're 30, when you have money and a better job, but... YOLO.
Well, yeah, YOLO, like, you know, if you can't go have some fun and just buy something like a sword, like, just because you can, then are you really living your life?
To be honest, it's my money. I don't give a shit. I bought it because I wanted it.
Exactly, like, you know, like, we work hard for our money. If we want to buy a sword, then that's just our business.
I'm a man. If I want a sword, I'll buy a sword. But to be honest, I'm probably going to wait on buying another one. Because, one, I don't really need one right now. Who knows, I might actually need one with the fucking government shutdown and shit.
Maybe. You never know. You might have to start walking home when you like carrying a sword or something when you walk home.
You're gonna have to start carrying a concealed firearm from now on.
I literally, one of the thirst shifters, you know, I was explaining to her how sometimes I have to walk home, and she's like, I can't believe you have to walk home and all that. I'm like, especially in that area, I'm like, I mean, it's not that bad. Like, I've walked home many times, and I'm still here.
I mean, I was gonna say, my way to get home isn't bad. It's just going to my neighborhood. I don't trust my neighborhood. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Okay, I lost it.
Well, see, like,
It's like you want to sneeze and then it goes away.
I know, I have that same problem all the time. Like, but no, see, it's like in my neighborhood, it's not like it's a bad place, but you know, there's a few areas where like there's no light at all, so literally you're kind of like just walking around hoping that nobody springs out of the darkness and gets you, because you just never know sometimes.
Ah, that's the story I wanted to tell. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you have a story.
You can tell yours first. I'm actually sitting there trying to think of a story right now.
Ah, I got a girl's phone number today.
I'm sorry I had to do that, but awesome job, my friend. You got you some digits.
I got some meetings and digits. And so I walked in there. This is literally probably around 8 o'clock too. So I got put in the back in the drive-thru, okay? Like in the back window. I'm not supposed to be back there because of my current situation. Because apparently I'm on the security list because my drawers always shut. Anyway, that's besides the point. They had to put me back there because we were short-staffed and someone had to go back there. So I'm like, fuck it. And this girl always comes every other morning. And when she comes through, she's always happy, she's always smiling at me, and she looks fucking familiar. I could just never put my mind or put my mind in the place of where she's from. So I don't want to say I sort of mingled with my words a little bit to find out and take a cue from me, by the way. So I asked her how she was doing because she looked tired, and she's like, I just got off of work. I was like, are you good at your job? And then she's like, yeah, and then I kind of did it pretty awkwardly, not gonna lie. I was like, where do you work at? And then she said, blah, blah. She works at something with trucking. And she mentioned that she works with a lot of guys, like, who are beyond older than her. I'm like, wow, I guess all the guys are all over you. And she's like, not really, I'm currently single. And then I was like, I'm single too, and there's a bunch of girls working here that aren't after me. And then she was like, and then it fucking, dude, I am retarded. It came out of my mouth. I was like, can I get your number? She thought I was joking. And she said, okay, and then she drove up to the next window, like joking, like, she didn't shrug it off, but she was jokingly, she thought I was joking. And so I stood there for a solid second. I'm like, fuck this. So I ran up to the front counter, pulled out my phone. I was like, I'm being serious. Can I get your number? And she starts giving me her number.
Oh my gosh.
Krita, Charity are just looking at me like, what the fuck is this fool doing?
What the hell?
Best decision of my life, because she is very nice.
You know, Joe, I'm happy for you. Awesome job, my friend.
I know. I said, fuck this, I'm getting a number.
I'm getting a number today, damn it.
It didn't even cross my mind to get one today. I'm just like, fuck this, what am I being a bitch about? Go get her number, fool. And I'm like, and I just ran.
Like, you just darted.
I legitimately darted across the store. No, I'm not serious.
Like, honestly, you know. You know what? Awesome job, my friend. Really good job.
I know. I am a very happy human being right now. So, yeah. That's my story. I got everything.
Joe grew up hair cojones and I like almost pole vaulted to get that number.
Oh, I have cojones. It's just sometimes I don't want to use them because I'm lazy. But I said, fuck it.
Like, I need to prove this to myself.
Give me your numbers. Oh, I know, I'm an idiot.
No, you're good.
It could have gone better, but whatever.
You know what? You got the numbers. That's the most important thing. Right.
Now we're just waiting on.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably never gonna get them numbers. I'm never gonna get the digits.
Yeah, you will.
Probably not.
Yeah, you will. That's a legend.
Yeah, I see you. Come back here. Yeah. Yeah, I do like that. Alright, where's your other friend at? I just need one. Do I see someone? Yeah, I see you. You're gonna die.
Are you having fun?
Yes, a little bit. Damn it! Stop moving! Crap, I lost it. Oh wait, no! You weren't supposed to get people up. Get back down.
Alright, do you have any stories?
I got like a short story, but it's still a story though. Alright, so, you know, a couple days ago, you know, I'm sitting here working up at front counter. And you know, this one lady, she gets like a milkshake, and she's asking me like, "Hey, can I get a spoon?" And at first, like, I don't want to say I'm having like a terrible day, but I'm sitting there like questioning everything, like, why the hell do you need to get, like, in my mind, like, why the hell do you need a spoon to eat a milkshake? Even though that was a very valid question, like, yeah, I need a spoon for this. No, what really irked me off was like this guy, like, I gave him his food, you know, he's got like a little drink. He's like, "Can I please get a straw?" Unaware to him, they're like straws, like right to his left. I'm like, asshole, why do I have to stop what I'm doing just to get you a straw when there's tons of them to your left? Ugh, I swear, people are so ignorant.
Did you legitimately give him one though?
Yes.
No, this is what I'm talking about. You need to be like,
they're
they're over there. You didn't say they're over there.
No, because there's no literal way I can sit there and say it nicely without being an asshole, so.
No. Fuck this. Next time something like this happens, you're gonna be like, straws are over there, pal. You don't say it nicely, you just say it firm. Like, oh yeah, the straws are over there. And it'll be like, oh okay. And then they'll go get one. And it makes them feel like a fucking idiot.
Damn it, like you need to focus a little bit, Steven. You need to get rough. You need to get hard.
Really? You're gonna waste your time giving them.
Oh, you were lucky you did that.
You did do something about this. What's the difficulty?
Yeah. You're lucky you dodged that. You were lucky you dodged that. Frick.
Oh, Roger pissed me the fuck off the other day, by the way.
Why would he do? You know what? No, you know what?
First of all, I want to say something. Anything we talk about on the podcast stays on the podcast.
Yeah,
despite us bitching about work.
Dude, that's a given. Like, if we talk about this outside of work, we're probably gonna get fired. So yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. People always get fired for ranting about work on social media. Remember?
Well, please, what are the chances that anyone's gonna look at our podcast and like, hey, look at what he said on his podcast? Like,
I'm gonna be from Mickey D's a long time ago. Anyway, Roger pissed me the fuck off. So, you know the hoodie I wear, right? It's just a black hoodie with a hood, some Dublin bats on the front, you know?
mm-hmm.
So they sent me home early, right? I'm on the front counter, I order food, a McDouble and a small fry, Charity's getting it for me, and I'm waiting. Excuse me. So I'm eating on the front counter, waiting on Charity to give me my food because I just paid for it, and Roger happens to be here. He's doing something with the Uber iPad, and I can see in the corner of my peripheral vision. His eyes look up at me, and then he looks at my hoodie. And guess what he says?
What does he say?
Why are you wearing that? And I look at him, what do you mean? And he says, where's the McDonald's sweaters we gave you?
Those are ugly as hell.
And it didn't occur to me to be a smartass, because I was tired, I'm off the clock, I just wanted to leave, so I said, I misplaced it.
Did you seriously be a smartass to him?
No, I wanted to, so all I said was, I misplaced it. He basically meant, between the lines, he meant,
take it
he
off.
doesn't want us, yeah. I should have said, I'm off the clock. It just pisses me the fuck off, because it's in the middle of the winter. Nobody wants to wear your stupid ass McDonald's ugly sweaters. That shit don't keep you warm, and there are days where I gotta walk home. So I want to wear a big ass coat or fucking hoodie to work. And you're telling me to wear this stank ass looking shirt that don't do shit for you when I'm always stationed at the fucking window. Because nobody wants to put me anywhere else. Besides potatoes, but that's besides the point. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna wear your stupid ass shirt.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I really don't see why it matters as long as like the shirt or whatever you're wearing is not like vulgar or something like that. Like, if it's not, then who gives a crap?
It's getting to the point where I'm not fucking
Like, literally for me, like, I'm working on a new job as we speak, so that's why I'm hoping to get this job. And no, you don't. No, F it. Ah. Anyway, I'm working on a new job as I speak, so I'm hoping that I get this new job so I can just sit there and say, screw you, McDonald's. Peace.
Oh, I'm gonna be straight up saying, fuck you, I'm out of here. I've been there.
My friend, believe me, like, I've had enough of McDonald's bull crap at this point. Like,
Roger's gotten worse. He was cool in the beginning, but he's gotten worse. Terry's gotten worse because she's dealing with a lot of stuff like her husband's brain cancer and all this other stuff. Were you worried about that?
yeah, I was aware of it.
So she's worried about that. She has newborn twins that are like a year old. And like it's every time shit goes downhill, she takes it out on us.
Yeah, see, like, that's the thing. Like, when you're at a job, you have to learn to keep your professional mindset from your at-home mindset. Otherwise, things get crossed, and you start yelling at the people who literally have done nothing wrong to you.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm the kind of person that does that. If you yell at me, I'll be pissed off and I'll take my anger out on other people that I just don't like.
Yeah.
A good example, Shannon on third shift, for example, fucking big ass chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pisses me the fuck off more than anybody in the store.
Like, why? What does she specifically do that ticks you off?
I have a, you know me. Libby straight up said this. I get irritated by the littlest things because people are retarded. People are stupid when they want to be stupid. Hey, I gotta set these up. As soon as I walk in, they want me to do window, like front counter window, so I could get food out the drive-thru. Take my headset so I could leave. No, I'm not taking your fucking headset. I gotta do window. I can't go back and forth and take orders and hand out food. That's not the way this works.
It's not the way this works. Dang it.
And on top of that, I'm still running back and forth between the third shift drawer and the front counter drawer. No. Yeah. Front counter drawer to the window, running back and forth, finishing up, cashing out the current orders so that they can start getting cashed out in the back. And she's she's putting her headset in my face, expecting me to take it so she could leave. I'm like, no, I'm trying to get this shit out so you could get the fuck out. Piss off. It's like they're trying to make me do. She expects me to do 3 things at once: window, cash out, drinks. No, and take orders. Fuck that. I had to deal with that third shift shit all the fucking time. Like, you can be patient, hold on for like 10 more minutes. It's not like your fat ass has anywhere to go.
Dang,
I'm not joking. Lose some fucking weight, dude. Everyone says the same thing. Except for Desiree, though. I love Desiree to death. She is like my little sister. I will never talk shit about Desiree. Everybody else just pisses me off. I love everybody on first shift. But when you're acting stupid, I'm gonna talk shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I hate this.
I'm done ranting. I'm sorry, I had to go on a tangent.
Like, he had to just vent a little bit, all his anger issues.
It's been a stressful week. People just piss me off.
Yeah, people really tick me off too. Like, I may not have a lot of beef with Terry and Roger and all them as much as some people do, but there are days when they really just, bug me.
Roger picks on me all the fucking time. Did I tell you the story how I had a physical therapy thing assigned and I was supposed to go to the other store for a inspection?
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Did I tell you that story?
No.
So here's what happened. You know, back when I was still dealing with my shoulder and shit, right? I still had maybe 2 more physical therapy sessions. and they were always scheduled on bad days because it's a very popular location and the scheduling has to be open, right? I'm
Okay.
still going to these things, right, because of my shoulder. I'm almost done. And there was a day where, remember our last inspection, like our last major one, which was maybe like 3 months ago?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was there that morning when she came in. It was a fucking nightmare. Anyway, so we just got done having that one. A week later, Terry asks me to, what she said? She wanted me to, see if I can go over and, do the other partner store's, inspection. Ride was going to be provided. So I said, fuck yeah, I got nothing better to do. Sure, I'll go with you when it happens. And then, the next day, I find out my physical therapy is actually scheduled the day of the inspection, so I can't go to work because it's always at the butt crack of dawn. And it literally lasts throughout the entire day. So I said, fuck, I gotta tell Terry I can't go. So I tell Terry I can't go. She's pissed.
Of course.
She was like, why can't you go? I said, I'm sorry, there's a physical therapy thing scheduled. You're gonna have to find someone else. And he straight up said, you're gonna have to find someone else. So, a couple days later, Roger comes in on one of his days, and I was in the back booth, and he pretty much goes up to me with his arms wide open. He goes, why are you bugging out on me, bro?
I mean, he
I
is.
look at him, tall-ass, turtle-looking motherfucker. I look at this tall, skinny-looking motherfucker. I said, I'm bugging out on you. Why aren't you going to this to the inspection with us? I straight up said, I got physical therapy that day. He said, can't you reschedule it? I said, no, it's a very popular place. I can't do anything. And then the motherfucker has the nerve to say, I'm really disappointed in you, Joe. I'm like, for real?
What's wrong with this guy? I mean,
Are you
seriously.
fucking serious? You greedy bastard. I am not... Ugh. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
See, like, what is wrong with people like that? Like, seriously, you have the nerve to sit there and tell someone to schedule their needed physical therapy when something doesn't go your way. I mean, how?
I just got done scheduling... I just got done hurting my shoulder. I'm dealing with a bunch of shit on my own end. And you want to be disappointed in me because I can't go to one of your stupid-ass inspections for a store that you just bought. That's your own responsibility, and that's your own fucking mistake. You should have hired more people for that day.
Yeah, like, see, that is what really bugs me about certain people. Like, they sit there and they don't take the initiative to schedule the right amount of people that they need, and then they won't sit there and blame us for their shortcomings because apparently we have something else that we have to do.
And the worst thing is, it was volunteering, not required.
Yeah, like,
She asked me to volunteer, which means it was optional. So I optionally said yes. But shit happens, and you want to be pissed off at me for something that I'm volunteering for. Because when Terry asked me if I wanted to go, she even said, if you can't go, I'll find someone else. I said,
Yeah.
fine. That is perfect. So even though I said yes, and I actually came in with an open mind, I straight up said, something came up, I have physical therapy, you're going to have to find someone else, like you said. Like you said. And you want to get pissed off at me for something you wanted me to volunteer for.
exactly, like, it's not, see, if you sit there and you volunteer for something, it's not your responsibility to take care of it. You decide of your own free will, like, hey, I want to do this because I want to be a good person and help you. It was not required of me to do anything, and then when something happens and you have to back out because you have no real choice in the matter, they sit there and get mad at you because of something you can't control.
I'm really disappointed. Shut the fuck up.
See, that's the
Turtle,
thing.
skinny looking motherfucker. Your wife is hotter than you, for fuck's sake. Jeremy said she had some big ass titties. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I like Chris a lot better than you. Chris is cool.
Yeah, Chris is actually a fun guy. Like, I actually enjoy if he was if he was my manager or something, like I'll do anything he asked me to do, really.
Yeah, he was there the first month I dislocated my shoulder. He was there. What? Hold on, hold on one second.
Oh no, it's Roger calling you.
Yeah,
like
he was.
It's like I heard you be
Oh,
talking
you're
shit,
fired?
boy.
I'm off the clock.
Like I'm at home, bitch.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I don't remember. Oh, I was saying that Chris was there when I dislocated my shoulder. It was horrible. I had to use his phone to call the fucking. I don't want to talk about work anymore.
Yeah, it seems like you're getting a little triggered. Let's change the subject.
How's your day?
My day's alright. Literally, I only woke up like, what time is it right now? Only like an hour ago, hour and a half ago.
Next Impossible. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh,
Anyway, what'd you do today?
aside from just waking up, using the bathroom, got something to drink, and immediately hopped on the podcast, not really much.
Wait, you only woke up a couple hours ago?
Like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about work anymore. Work pisses me off.
Yeah, like, see, that's like, just hopping off of work for a second, like, see, this is like, people yell at me like when I sleep late a lot of the time. It's like, yeah, like me staying up till late, the wee hours of the morning is a part of the problem. But at the same time, you know, I work at a job that I really can't stand, and it really like tires me out. So of course, I want on my days off, I want to sleep. I want to get some well-deserved nap.
Well, yeah, you forget, or I used to work on third shift, and that's how I met you, actually. You work on second shift. I believe second shift is one of the harder shifts.
And see, so like, I agree, like, third shift, it is kind of a pain, because, you know, you have like, the very few number of people, obviously, so you have a very low number of people, and of course, and if you get busy, it's going to be, like, very stressful, and I get that. But it's just second shift, you know, you may have a lot more people, but at the same time, you know, you get a lot more people that come in during dinner and all that stuff. And it just gets to be kind of stressful at one point.
I mean, working on third shift was horrible too. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't spend time with family. I couldn't fucking spend time with my girlfriend at the time, which probably caused most of our issues, to be honest.
Yeah, like, well, no comment. No comment.
Yeah, you know the story between that.
Yeah, that's why I say no comment.
Let's talk about relationships.
Yeah, why not? Let's just open that up.
Everyone keeps asking me how Melissa is.
Oh, really?
Swear, it's like, why do you guys keep asking me? I don't talk to them. Because after what she fucking did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she decides to cheat on me with a fucking nasty ass stepbrother. And I swear to God, I cannot make that up.
I still cannot believe she got, like, wasn't he the one that knocked her up, though?
No, she... what happened? No. What happened was, it was their day off, and I happened to be working that night. They stopped by McDonald's to get food before they went out because they were celebrating Game's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So, they stopped by, they went out. Melissa's like, hey, I'm going out partying, and I was like, as a boyfriend, don't do anything stupid. Well, guess what they decided to do? They decided to do something stupid. And so what happened is they rent a hotel. They're all drinking, Eric, Tomac, and one of fucking Melissa's fat ass friends. We're all hanging out, drinking and shit. Apparently they had sex that following night after the hotel and shit.
Oh
yeah,
God.
and I didn't find out for a week until Melissa told something to Crystal, who was her roommate, working with us, by the way. Crystal was freaked out. And then Crystal told Carrie, because, you know, Crystal likes to talk, which is respectable, because she's a very nice person. Carrie tells me, she's like, hey, there's a snake in the relationship. What do you mean? She said, Melissa's cheating on you. I'm like, with who? And it took me a while. I'm like, Daniel? And she's like, mm-hmm. I was like, eh.
Ew.
Fucking pissed.
See, that's the bad thing about relationships. Like, you can sit and be like the most loyal person on the planet, and yet the other person is just so debatable.
Then again, the story was apparently they had a crush on each other when they were a kid as siblings, so they grew feelings for each other over time. It's fucking gross. I mean, I have I can't really say I have any female friends that I see as a sister besides work buddies. But even then, that's fucking gross. Hey, I can't, it's like, you can't, that's why I said earlier, when I got that girl's number, I was happy because there's actually nice people. We've been texting each other back and forth all day, by the way. And I'm happy because there's actually a decent human being out there that you can talk to and relate to. But it always scares the shit out of me to get into a relationship because you don't know how that person's gonna be until you actually start dating. Whoa. I just activated an Easter egg. Or is this a event? What is this? I just did something in Diablo that I didn't think of. Hey, this is an Easter egg to one of the old games. Well shit, I just accomplished 2 things on the podcast. Everything's all pixelated. So, what is this? Anyway, yeah, I just can't have a good relationship.
I just really don't know how to trust anymore, really. I felt like I could do it the first time, but I guess I really can't.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, I tell you, like, my first, like everybody's first relationship hits them harder, and I don't understand why people have to be, like, so, like, why you act like that a lot of the time. Well, for starters, if you're, like, first going into a fresh relationship, like, of course, when someone breaks your heart, you're gonna be, like it hits you like a damn truck. I mean, how are you supposed to feel about it?
Like, to be honest, I really didn't start dating officially till, like, I want to say high school, because I had my flings, but it wasn't until high school I started, like, dating people in school. And, even then, the girls were just horrible. Like, everybody turned in, after high school, everyone turned into a fucking whore.
Pretty much.
I'm not joking. Unfortunately, I think I was one of those people. Because I started getting a bad reputation for flirting with everybody, which I still do, but I am a faithful flirt. Like, if I flirt with everybody, once I start dating you, I stop. I stop flirting with everybody and I start dating you. That's how I roll. That's how I roll.
That's how he rolls.
That's how I roll. And, I forgot where I was going.
He forgot where he was going. He's a faithful, loyal man.
I am a very loyal human being. I have never cheated on anyone. I did it on accident, but I've never cheated on anyone.
That's the same with me, like, see, that's the same with me, like, when I was in my first relationship, I never cheated on her. Like, I was completely loyal. She knew exactly what I was doing at all times. Never had a reason to doubt what I was doing.
Well, I'm not saying I like to keep tabs on my people, but, it just, I don't like dating in our generation.
And like, see, that's the bad thing. Like, see, for us loyal people, like all the scumbags of the world out there who really put like a bad name on the rest of us, like then thinks like, oh yeah, all guys are cheaters, like all guys pretty much just want to mess around and all that. That's not the case. Like there are a lot of good people out there.
You know what pisses me off about relationships, especially towards hoes and girls that do this? I hate it when they say he's just a friend.
Yes, I hate that. Like, no,
he's fucking not. Open your fucking eyes. If a guy wants to be a friend with you, chances are 85% of the time he just wants some sex.
Pretty much.
I've been one of those 85%, but I don't do it on a daily.
I don't do it on the daily.
Fuck! pisses me off. Oh, he's just a friend. No, he's not a fucking friend. Then how come I'm hearing all this shit that you and your quote-quote friend do?
Exactly.
He's just a friend. No, he's fucking not. Horny bitch. Sorry, I
No, you're good. No, but see, like, what? There's something else that people say that kind of really annoys me about that. What do? He fell right off. But no, but yeah, like that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of women who say like, oh, what did they typically say? It's like, oh, I wish that there was a guy out there who was just like you. Like, I'm a guy just like me. Like,
I've never gotten that, but I've been told I wish guys were nicer like you. Not directing it at me, just saying like, oh, I wish there were more people on the planet like you. Well, if there was, I wouldn't be unique.
exactly.
I am one in a... What, how many people are on the fucking planet?
7
5.6
billion.
7 billion? Shit, last time I checked in high school, we were at 5.6.
Jeez.
All the fish in the ocean, and I'm stuck dating the fucking sharks.
It was like, what? How did it go? Like, 8 planets, 7 countries, 200, yeah, 7 continents, 600 plus countries or whatever, and 7 billion plus people, and I'm single.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No, but as long as I got my hand, I'm happy.
Listen, your hand can only do so much before you start getting language.
Run!
Oh, would you like an update, by the way?
An update on what?
Before I got today's number, you know, the girl I was talking to a couple months ago, when I said in the car with your mom, I said the girl I was trying to talk to cheated on me by getting drunk.
Yeah.
And I say cheated because I don't even know why. I didn't mean to say cheat, but like, you're trying to talk to somebody, and then you're trying to get to know them so you don't automatically just date them, because I'm getting to that point where I want to know the person I'm dating first.
Of course.
Instead of just going in guns blazing. Yeah, like I said, she decides to get drunk and have sex with a random guy, and she felt stupid about it, and I'm like, oh, fucking cool.
You feel bad.
Because I have become a bitter motherfucker.
Joe has hated life because of this. Oh crap.
No! It's stupid shit like this that ruins my view on a relationship. Women be stupid. Guys are stupid too. I'm a guy, I've done stupid shit, but I don't do stupid shit like that. I've never gotten drunk or high with somebody and had sex with them for the hell of it. No.
Nope.
Although that would probably be amazing one of these days, like...
See, like, this is just my whole point on relationships. Like, I agree, like, people can be faithful and people do make mistakes. It does happen. But for the rest of us, that does not mean, like, hey, like, we should just condemn this guy right off the bat. Because, like, you know, all these other guys are being retarded, make mistakes. Like, yeah, that's like all of us guys who are condemning females for being stupid and making bad decisions too. Like, oh, hey, she's a hoe now because she got drunk and had sex with people.
And then they wonder why they feel like they did something stupid. And then when you tell them that they did stupid shit, they deny it.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, she was like, you're probably going to be... I still have the text messages with her. She's like, you're probably going to be mad at me. And I'm like, okay, go for it. And then she goes... And then she tells me, I'm like, okay, it don't matter anymore because we're not dating. We were never dating anyway, but you're just going to have to explain to your freaking mom, who pretty much met you and got us to meet each other, why we're not going to date because you did something stupid. She's like, I didn't do something stupid. Yeah, you fucking did. You wouldn't feel bad about it if it wasn't stupid.
Exactly.
And then she said, what, what I do and how I have sex with has nothing to do with my mother. Well, now she's going to be wondering why we're not dating because she's the one that hooked us up.
I swear, like... See, that's the thing, like, some people are just really retarded in that sense. Like, they don't put two and two together and be like, I'm not the one that did something stupid here. Like, maybe you're the one at fault for something. Or it's like, why am I getting blamed for you being a hoe?
And then she goes off saying, and then she goes on a tangent where she's always getting herself in stupid situations. I'm like, stop doing stupid shit! Like, the dude she had sex with apparently kept on, his roommate kept grabbing her ass or whatever. I said, yeah, well, if you now have gotten drunk, you want to be with this person and start getting yourself in these dumbass situations. But instead, when you found a nice guy like me, who's actually trusting, I like to work, I'm getting my shit together, good guys always finish last. I'm sorry.
Dude, like that, true words have never been spoken. Sadly, that is the oh my god, I can't speak right now. That is the sad fact of life.
Sad fact of life.
Yeah, because literally, you could, yes, because literally, you can sit there and like, you can be the nicest guy in the world. You sit there and you have a good job. You don't like smoke crack or like do whatever. Like, you got your crap together. But yet, girls want the scum of the world. Like, oh yeah, like he's got like 5 baby mamas. He smokes weed on the daily. He like sells marijuana or like crack or whatever. But I still love him. He has a great personality. Like,
great personality don't pay the bills, bitch.
Exactly. And there's gonna be a time before your lover goes to jail for back child support, or he gets caught with all that heroin he's got in his bag or whatever.
Fucking dumbass. That's why I'm trying to toughen you up, because we need to get you a girl who can... Girls don't want nice guys, to be honest. They don't want a guy who can, who's a bitch for everything. Me, I'm not entirely a bitch. If I'm in a win or lose situation, chances are I'm gonna choose my life over other shit. You know what I'm saying? There's situations where you got to man up or just take it. Sometimes you have to take it, but if there's a situation where you know you're right and there's no way out, fucking stand up for yourself. Like shit at work. Can you do all 4 things at once while I leave? Fuck you, dude! You could wait 10 minutes.
Yeah, like, see, that's the thing, like, see, here's the thing, like, I'm just a firm believer, like, yeah, I believe I need to toughen up and do some changes on myself, but for the most part, like, I believe it's more the process of staying true to who you are, and maybe something will eventually work out in your favor. That's just me.
See, I wish I could think like that, but I can't, because the world has taught me to be tough or sink or swim. You gotta be active to get what you want. Things aren't just not gonna hand... People are not gonna hand things to you on a silver platter, okay?
That's very true.
So, if someone wants to be stupid, I will tell you that you're being stupid. But I'm not being stupid. Yes, you fucking are. Get out of my face before you piss me off.
Exactly. Now, see, like, here's the thing, like, see, this is exactly how I view it, and you bring up some good points. I feel like you should take, like, parts of, you know, toughing up and, like, you know, going out for what you want, go after it. Take part of that, and then take part of, like, you know, be true to who you are and don't, like just be who you are and don't, like, screw yourself up entirely, and put those two together. Like, take lessons from both and move forward. That's how I think about it.
I have an argument with that, and it's actually a personal problem. I'm lazy. I am a very lazy person. I admit to it. But there are days where I just want to do something, like trying to find a girlfriend. I would like a girl to just fall into my arms without any work, but you can't do that if you don't freaking go after somebody that you like. Or me trying to get my driver's license right now. One of my driving cars is at the end of the month. I've been practicing. I want my license, but then I got lazy and stopped practicing for like a while. I'm like, fuck this. So we got our shit together, and every now and then I'm still lazy where I don't want to do it. I just wish I could just have it. And then one day I woke up, I said, fuck it, let's schedule this thing so I could get this done and over with. Like, things are not going to be handed to you. You got to wake up and just take it.
Exactly, like, you know, at the beginning of the year, like, this was a personal problem for me too. Like, something like awakened in me because, you know, it was toward the end of the year, and, you know, my family and I were sitting there having a discussion about some things. You know, my mom looked at me and she's like, you know, like, you really need to start getting your license. You really need to start working on doing better for yourself. And, you know, I've known this for a very long time. Like, believe me, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it, because believe me, I do, even if it doesn't seem like I am. But what really tore into me to really get my ass in gear was like the look on my mom's face, just like pure disappointment, and that cuts further deep into you than anything I've ever felt in my life. Like, I've really messed up. Like, so when the new year finally came around, I took the initiative. I'm like, I need to do better. Like, I really need to do better. And ever since then, like, before the snow started and all that, I was getting out more. I started driving a lot more. I took the initiative, so it is possible to do so.
It is, but that's always the excuse for getting your license. Start driving before the snow hits. Fuck that, let's drive in the snow. Let's go.
Heck, my family would not even let me in a car for that. They even looked at me like, we do not trust you in a car. What the world? Like, we seriously do not trust you in a car when it's snowing because we feel like you would not be able to handle it. Like, no offense, but I'm like, none taken, because I completely agree with that, so.
Well, to be honest, you're more younger than I am, and I think I've been in the car longer than you have. But it's always scary for new experienced drivers, but you're not going to learn. Because my mom was telling me a story how she learned the freeways in the middle of a fucking hurricane.
Are you serious?
Well, not literally a hurricane, but in a very big thunderstorm.
Okay.
But she still got through it, and she knows how to drive in the rain better.
That's fair point.
To be honest, the roads are actually clear right now. I mean, yeah, today it's snowing, but it's not sticking.
Yeah, but you know, like, they're sitting there saying, like, here in the next couple days we're supposed to get all this snow and all that, so.
Yeah, but I advise not driving on Saturday.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Fuck that, I don't want to crash a car.
Like, I had
It
planned
just
to...
sucks because, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I had planned to go to a tournament on Saturday, but if it gets, like, really bad outside, then no, I'm not gonna make my parents drive out in that. That's no.
That's why I was freaking out about the convention, because I was afraid your mom was gonna be pissed driving us in the snow.
Like, see, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my dad even sat there and looked at me. He's like, you know, I'm a little disappointed that you made your mom drive out in that. And I even sat there and I told him, like, well, you know, if I had known that Saturday was gonna be like a major crap storm and all that, I probably wouldn't have said anything. Like, I probably wouldn't have had us go. But I still might have, because, you know, Jake spent money into it and all that. And plus, I don't even think my mom would let me weasel my way out of it, so.
Now, my dad's the same way. He'll say stuff like that. But as a dad, it is a good point to say something like that, because if you don't say anything, it means you don't care. You know what I'm saying? So he cares, because the first thing my dad told me when I got home, because I called him, I hope the drive was safe, because they're all going to think of that.
Exactly.
I'm going to be like that. So I don't blame him for being an asshole, or not even an asshole, they just care, that's why.
Yeah, like, I'm not blaming him for saying what he said, because, I mean, it was a good point. Like, but you know.
Aside, but for future references, let's look up the weather before we go to any places. Agreed?
Yeah, agreed.
Because it's not the fact that you're making them drive in the snow, it's the fact that it's consideration.
Yeah, and plus, like, you know,
you should consider what the other person is going through, not just you. Yeah, you're going to a convention, but your mom has to drive in the snow.
Yeah. Like, you just never know, because let's just be honest, there are a lot of idiots on the road. No matter how defensive you try to be, there are idiots.
Yeah, a fucking dude crashed into one of the power poles while your mom was dropping me off.
Yeah, like he literally
I watched him slide into the thing.
Yeah, like he literally slid right in the ditch, but you gotta give him credit though. He literally kept going, so.
Yeah, but he crashed. Not crashed, but he drove over one of the many power boxes that goes to that building though. I'm like, oh, that building's gonna be so pissed.
That's true, but I mean, like, yeah, it was dangerous and yes, it was reckless, but I still give the guy credit. I mean, he kept driving, he kept going, so.
To be honest, I'd rather drive into a ditch than drive into a car, because if you hit someone's car, that's insurance. But if you just go into a ditch, that's your own. I'd rather go into a ditch than hit someone else's car.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably why he probably saw that he was sliding, so he said, "Fuck it, into the snow."
Into the snow we go. Like,
I'm probably going to be the same way, but not every time it snows, though. Like, you shouldn't even be driving that fast when the roads are fucking horrible, because it was the first day of, like, actual snowfall, so the roads are still dry to stick. Now that it snowed already, the roads are wet, and none of the snow's going to stick, you know?
yeah.
So, now's a good time to drive, it's just fine. Every single time it's the first day of snowfall, don't fucking drive like a fucking cunt.
Exactly. Okay. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Unless you really have to take a poop.
Unless you really gotta go to the bathroom, unless you feel like you just can't hold it anymore.
That's when you stick your ass out the window.
And just shard on the
Pray to
road.
God. Get shit on the road.
Mario Kart, baby! Da 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 da. No, that'd be terrible. Just be like, Mario Kart, baby. Like, what are you gonna do? Throw a banana out of the way? No, worse. I'm gonna shit on the road. Pisses me. Sometimes I hate people too, my friend.
And we are people. That's what's worse.
So does that mean we hate each other? If we say we hate people and we are people?
Fuck it, I love you and I love myself.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Cheers to loving each other and cheers to loving ourselves.
Imaginary beer.
Cling! Well, actually, I got my juice here, so cheers.
You got juice.
I got juice.
You need to get you drinking, pal.
Yeah, like literally ever since I've become 21, I have not touched a drop of alcohol, and it surprises me.
You've never drunk alcohol before you're 21?
Well, before I was 21, I had small sips of things from time to time, like if it was a special occasion, like I got something, or like my parents would sit there and be like, hey, like have a little sip of this, like, you know, you're in our house, we're watching this, or well, we can watch you. I still never took anything because I wasn't legal at the time.
See, if you're in your own home, you are legally allowed to drink because it's on your own property. Parents are allowed to let you. You can't just sit in the back of the porch and do it. You have to be in the household. And people act like taking a swig is gonna get you fucking hammered.
That's not the case, like.
But the reason why they do that is to prevent, what's the word? Alcoholism?
Probably, yeah.
Because if they start letting you take fucking bottles at a young age, you're gonna get addicted to alcohol, and then that's why they do that.
And see, like,
they don't want you addicted.
Yeah, but just for on, like, I'm not even focused with this right now. But no, like, see, that's the thing. Like, even though I had like small sips from time to time, and I was offered it because, you know, I was on my own property, I still didn't do it because obviously for morally reasons on my own, I was not 21, I was not legal, so I was not going to drink. That's just my preference. But like I said, Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you go.
But like, you know, like I said, like if I was sitting there just, if it was a special occasion and someone offered me like a little something from time to time, I might try it just to see. But that's about the only thing I would do before I was legal.
Now that you're legal, I expect you to take everything.
Bottles of tequila.
But no, that's not something I won't do. Is I will not bring alcohol into your house and be like, hey, can I come over? Bring over a backpack, not tell you that there's a fucking big ass thing of tequila in my book bag. You're like, let's drink this.
Let's drink this now.
I will not disrespect your parents' household laws. Like, hey, alcohol.
Like,
Now,
hey.
if you ever came to my house, you can have as much as you want because I'm the one driving you home, and I have to stay sober.
And I have to stay sober, so damn you for making me stay sober.
You're still living with parents that care, so I can't drink at your house.
Yeah, 'cause see that's the funny thing. Like that's literally what my dad told me when I turned 21. Like I don't care that you drink, but you're not sitting there bringing like all this alcohol and stuff in my house. Like if you want to drink somewhere, you go somewhere else and you drink. That's literally what he told me.
Perfect. Straight up, I'm gonna be the same way. I agree, guys.
Yeet! How can you still possibly be behind me? Ah! Well, see, like, my dad always said, like, and apparently this is what his, was it? I think it was more like his, I can't remember who told him that, but he said, like, when you turn 21, like, if you want to have a beer or something in the house, you can go ahead, but you're not sitting there having, like, all this heavy alcohol in my house, and that's what he told me, so I'm like, fair enough. He's like, if you want to drink that, you gotta go somewhere else.
See, having like a bottle of beer in the house, that's completely fine. But you're not gonna go out to Kroger or a liquor store, buy a $40 of some hard ass shit and keep it in the house. Like, there's
Like,
a lot, but no, I don't do that.
No, like, I never did, like, well, I can't say I never did it, but still.
To be honest, I could if I wanted to, because most alcohols don't have to be refrigerated. But I like my beverages cold. I could just keep it under my bed or something, but I work, so I'm not gonna drink every day.
Yeah, like, see, that's also my thing of, like, why I don't drink. I'm like, you know, I'm, like, I have to go to work the next day.
Exactly.
Like, see, here's my new schedule. Now that I literally work, like, you know, I work my 5 days. My days off are now, like, split. Like, I get 1 day off, I work 2 days, and I get another day off, I work 3 days, and then I'm back off again. So literally, I cannot drink. Like, I have to drink that night, get over my hangover, whatever, all my day off, and then be okay the next day.
I didn't have a hangover, but I had a very bad day at work revolving that. It was a Thursday, so I decided to stop by Thornton's after walking home and get me a couple of Mike's Harder. I know it's fruity beer, but it's really good. 2 of them, and they're big ass cans, so 2 of them bitches can get you pretty something. I decided to drink a can and a half, and I'm playing Fortnite with Richard, aka the Fried Yeti.
Oh boy.
And I am losing my mind because I'm so buzzed. I'm falling asleep on the controller and we're playing Fortnite at the same time. I go into work the next day and I have this horrible headache.
Like a pounding headache.
It was a migraine. I didn't have a hangover. I just had a big ass headache because alcohol has a chemical that produces ethamine that goes into your brain. So, and the chemical gives you a headache. That's why people wake up with a headache. A hangover is getting plastered. I wasn't plastered. I was buzzed, very buzzed. I was probably a full can away from being completely drunk, but I did it.
You did it, but you did it.
And I drank, but I went to work, and I'm asking Shannon, you got some headache medicine?
You got some headache medicine? Like, I see, that's the bad thing. Like, see, that's the one thing I don't want to do is like, if I get drunk and I gotta go into work the next day, I don't want to go into work like with sunglasses, like me holding my head. Someone's there saying, "Hey, Steven, good afternoon." I tell them, "Shut up." Like, it's not a good morning. It's not a good afternoon.
To be honest, I haven't drunken anything since then, and it's probably been like 3 months.
Has it been 3 months? Well, wait, what? See, what about that time you went to your aunt's and you crapped yourself? Was that the 3-month period? Or?
That was the most recent I've ever drank. So yeah, 3 months.
Okay, yeah, that was 3 months.
You're like, what about the time you drank and you crapped yourself?
You crapped yourself.
Yeah, that was the last time I've ever touched alcohol, to be honest, and it feels kind of good right now because that headache was horrible.
Wait, no, well, you know what, my friend? Like, I'm glad that you decided to stay so. Like, you have not touched a drop since that time.
It's not like I have alcohol addiction. It's just that when I have a headache, I just don't want to touch it for a while. Because I was really about drinking at the time, and then I got out of that phase. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I don't want it. See, for me, there's still.
Go ahead.
Like, sorry, but for me, like, there is still desire to at least want to have some alcohol every so often. But it's just, there's literally, like, I don't think there's any in my house right now. So I'm like, if I want some, I gotta go buy some.
Well, you don't live next to a gas station, so. Wait a minute, is there a gas station next to you?
Literally, I live like down the road from a gas station. So if I really wanted it, yeah, I live next to a gas station.
What kind of weed you selling?
What kind of weed you selling?
$3 bowls, I'll take. My dad was stupid.
$2 a gram.
My dad was stupid. He picked us up from work, and we drove by Chipotle. $3 bowls.
When was this?
Yesterday.
Are you serious? $3 bowls, really?
Yeah. So we drove past it. He was like, $3 bowls. What kind of weed are you selling? I'm like, shut the fuck up. So funny.
That is funny. But no, believe me, one of these days, like, I will have something, because literally Jake, he said that he looked at me, he's like, "Steven, when we turn 21, you and I are drinking." I'm like, well, I could drink already, so.
Yeah, I could drink already.
I could drink already, like, I'm legal to drink. You have to wait.
How old is Jacob again?
He's like 20.
Yeah, he is. No, I will take you out. Drink.
See, everybody sits there and like gets on me. Is like before I turn 21, everybody's like, "Steven, you need to drink. You need to drink right now." And it's like, I would, but I'm not 21. And now there's not many people are bugging me about it. So I'm like, okay, like, oh well. Not my
listen.
problem.
Tradition is when you turn 21, you are allowed to go out and drink. Me, I didn't do that. I don't know why. So
I don't know why.
Honestly, I really don't know why I didn't. I think I was going through some stuff at the time, but as your best friend, I will take you out when I get my car and license.
Well, when that happens, we need to at least get an Uber or something if we both plan to drink. I'm just saying.
I can honestly say I probably have more tolerance than you did. But no, even if you did drink, I'm not gonna let you get some hard ass shit, dude. No, I wouldn't do that to you.
It's like, let's get some tequila, Joe.
Oh, you can get tequila. I'm driving. I'm probably gonna get me like a Bud Light or something.
He's driving. He's gotta get him some Coke.
I need some light stuff. Fuck that.
Tequila and vodka. No.
Oh.
No.
And besides, actually, to be honest, you might have to wait another year because a new driver's first year of driving, you're not really supposed to drink at all. Especially, you're not supposed to go out and drink it because you're a new driver and stuff. I mean, you could, but it would be stupid. Just like how they tell you you're not allowed to listen to the radio your first year.
But people still do it.
Exactly. It's not recommended, but you still do it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get the wheel down before some fun happens.
Well, believe me, if I do drink, it's probably gonna be here in my house, like. or something. Like I don't know. Or if I got like an adult driving, then I'll drink. But
Theoretically, you do live down the road from me.
well, technically I
But-
do.
I couldn't invite you to my house, let you drink, and then try and drive you home. It just won't work. I don't know. We're gonna have to plan this in like 2 years.
No, it's like we sit here and be like, Steven, walk down to my house and we can drink. Like, okay, then you gotta walk home, and I'm just gonna stumble down the road, like trying to find my way back home. Like, I can't see. I'm too plastered.
I can't imagine you in your glasses, like halfway off your face. I can't see.
I can't see. I'm blind.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That was just really funny.
That was really funny. Like with me, my
I'm
glasses half,
legitimately crying.
like with my glasses halfway off. Like, I can't see. I'm legally blind.
I can't see the road.
Like, have either of you seen my keys? No, just imagine like I'm plastered. I still think you're right beside me. It'd be like, Joe, you know the way home. Like I can't
You
see.
know the way?
Dude, know the way, brother. It's like, what? Who are you talking to? Like him, and I'm sitting there pointing at the lamppost. Like, okay, this
You know
asshole.
the way.
Like this red little asshole right here.
Ooh. It's like, damn. Do you know the way?
You do not know the way. You must pay with your life.
So watch the Ugandan Knuckles Divorce.
No.
I need you to watch that.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Like seriously.
It just came popular. So. Do you know the way?
So you know the way,
She
my
wants
brothers.
to take away my kids because I have Ebola. So funny. Ow.
She wants to take away my rights because I have crabs. It's not my fault. She was not tested.
I have a headache just laughing so hard. Okay, thanks for walking here. Now you gotta walk home drunk. No, we're not.
No. No, it's like someone said. No, someone's like, "Are you okay to walk home?" Like, I'm fine. Then I fall backwards and just pass out. Like,
This is my street.
my house in the middle of my street.
Do you know the way?
My meat is the meat I like to eat.
This has been brought to you by.
This has been brought to you by Lotion. Use it monthly, kids. Use it sparingly. I know I'm 21. I should not make these like jokes like this all the time, but I can't help it. It's what puts me in a good mood.
It's fucking funny.
Exactly. Some people just look at you and be like, well, you know what? You need to sit there and you need to be mature. You need to do all that. Like, no, it's funny as hell. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey.
It's like I am mature. I just like to make these jokes every so often.
Huh. I beat the live event that was going on.
We laugh so much, you actually beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. All the place was scary.
No, you know what's so retarded? Like, literally, I haven't, like, Jake bought me a gift card for Amazon back at Christmas, and I still have not spent it.
How much?
$25.
It's only 25.
I know, but it's just so difficult because, you know, I like to buy my cards.
Are you gonna buy any? Are there any cards that are on there?
Yep, literally there's a new deck I've been really wanting to build, but it's just like, see, with me, the cards I need to buy, like the 3 cards I need to buy are like $30 for all 3, and the gift card will at least cover a majority of that price, but I need to spend some money out of my actual account to finish buying it.
What was the card called?
The card I need to buy for one of my decks is called Photon Orbital. It's actually a very good card for that deck.
What does it do again?
Literally, you can sit there and equip it onto one of your Galaxy or Photon monsters, and like it doesn't really I think it can't be destroyed by something once per turn or something. And then you can send it to the graveyard. And you can add a Galaxy or Photon from your deck to your hand.
Yeah, I tried getting back into Duel Links. I can't do it.
No, Joe. Like they actually made it to where you can get the Final God card on there now.
Yep, because they banned Obelisk a long time ago.
What, for Duel Links or in real life?
Duel Links because he was OP.
Actually, they only recently put him into the game. He actually never been in there since the beginning.
Yeah, he was. They brought him back.
Dude, I've been playing Duel Links since the very beginning. Like, they never put Obelisk in that game.
I like how the person I'm talking to is asking me any funny stories, and I'm just sitting here just ranting for an hour and a half about McDonald's.
Go back earlier in the stream, my friend. You'll find it.
I think this is a good conclusion to our live stream.
Hang on a second. I'll conclude it when I get stabbed. I'll conclude it when I get stabbed. I had one quick story I wanted to share, but Butthole, you were literally like right there. Dang it. Oh well. What was the one story I wanted to mention? Ugh. Dang it, I literally cannot sit there. I cannot sit here and remember the story I wanted to tell worth crap. I tell you what. Oh well, if I think about it, we'll save it for next week.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about the surviving winter storm because people are talking about we're supposed to get like what 8 inches.
Yeah, like do you not know how many times people have said that in the past and it's never happened? What do you think?
I think it's gonna be like 3.
I don't know. The only thing I know is I'm off Saturday and I'm probably not gonna be doing anything that day, so.
Thank God I'm off too. Ooh,
yep, so
plus 30 damage to elite enemies.
So I guess we'll sit. No, you're good. I was gonna say I guess we'll just sit here and see what happens on Saturday and if we actually get it or not.
Oh, we're gonna get it. It's just
how much?
Not gonna. I feel like it's not gonna be overhyped of what we're making it out to be.
No, and if it does happen like that, I will be very surprised.
I'll be pissed.
Well, that too.
Plus 30 plus. Fuck, I don't know this. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I don't know RPGs.
I'm about to say, believe me, my friend, I understand the whole process of wanting to talk to yourself, so no judgment.
Do you know the way?
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 You make it sound like, is there another way?
Is there another way? There has to be another way! No, do you know the way? Like, you sound like you're about to sing like some really heavy metal, like
I have been working on my growling voice.
No, that sounds like you're throwing up.
I know, it's called a I forgot what it was called. Blech. Motionless in White Desert.
It's like not to sound like, not to get confused with black metal. That sounds like.
I need to look up some metal lyrics so I can actually do it.
Look up some heavy. Look up the heavy metal act instead of trying to mimic it.
Hold on, I gotta go through my library to see what music I've been listening to. I really don't want to do it on live stream, but whatever, YOLO, right?
YOLO, if this podcast gets taken down, it happens.
I've been legitimately working on my metal screams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I swear to God, I want to do it. I can metal scream to an extent.
To an extent.
I gotta look through my library to see what I've been listening to see. Oh, you need to add some more songs to our music list. Well, we're at 217 songs.
You know, like, I've literally been listening to some new songs, so I will put those in the list. I really need to do that.
Please put some new songs.
I can barely remember the last song I put in there, so.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has definitely been a while.
Fuck, I haven't been listening to anything growly lately. I want to do it.
You know what's so retarded? And I literally sit here and I beat myself up over it.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but okay.
No, like literally, you know Dead by Daylight, obviously?
Yeah.
I did not know there were free killers in this game, other than the nurse. I did not know that.
Free killers?
No, yeah, like, I didn't know there were actually other characters that you did not have to purchase. I thought you were only stuck with the one killer, but no, there are actually other ones you could use. I did not know that.
Bruh, we're... The Trapper, the Nurse, the Doctor, the Wraith, they're all OG killers.
I know, like, see, I literally did not know that. The only reason I finally figured it out is one of the times we were playing, like, I think it was either last week or the week before that, and, you know, I'm sitting there, like, can I be any other killers besides the Nurse? Because I was kind of getting a little ticked off with her, and so I'm sitting there scrolling, I'm like, I actually can be other killers than just the one character that I am.
So, okay, Richard's getting on. My question to you is, do you want to live stream Dead by Daylight with us? Because you're off. But I don't know if you have to do anything after the podcast.
No, I'm pretty sure I could sit here and live stream this for a bit.
Alright, we are... I think this is a good time to end the live stream then.
Yep. Alright, do you have any last words for our viewers?
Don't work at McDonald's.
Yes, do not
Find
work.
yourself a girl that loves you. Won't cheat on you.
And if you can, wait, I got words. And if you find that good video and you have your lotion all set up, your hand is your best friend, or even two hands if you would like that sort of thing.
Brought to you by Trojan.
Brought to you by every lotion commercial in the history of mankind.
And future self, do not buy a fucking Chick-fil-A sandwich for $8. I'll kill you, future you. Yeah, past you is gonna kill future you. As I look into the camera.
Yeah, no, if you ever go to an anime convention or just anything of any kind, be cautious of how much money you spend. Look at the menu item first before you make your conclusion and ask those questions.
I bought 3 things: the pass, the sword, and a fucking expensive ass sandwich.
And a cookie, which Jake ate that.
Oh, I gave it to him. I wasn't too pissed at the cookie.
I was too pissed at the cookie.
Okay, this is the end. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Later, everybody.
Later.